Hello again my friends, this is the Boy Needs Dog and welcome to the channel where I talk about, play, rank and review games on the Evercade old and new. In today's episode we are looking at the Taito Arcade Collection 2, and just as the first collection we have 9 games. Now this is just my first impressions video and it's not my review or overall ranking, so the games are in alphabetical order as they appear on the home menu. So the following footage is just a montage of my first play at these games and me telling you my initial thoughts. Okay, groovy. Then let's begin. And first up we have Alpine Ski. Crikey, did this take me a moment to get the hang of. And even then I'm a bit of a lot of rubbish. As soon as I got at any speed I slammed into something. But by my half an hour playthrough I could at least get to the end of the first course. It was fun, not sure how I feel long term, but for now it's a bit of a sneaky blast. And next up is the electric yo-yo. Electric yo-yo is a bizarre but enjoyable simple game that takes barely seconds to twig what's going on. You have to clear all the blocks. You can throw your yo-yo out and it will clear through a whole line. If there aren't any there it moves but one space at a time. And there are enemies to avoid, obviously. That's a bit at face value. It may not keep me coming back a lot long term, but for a quick bash I definitely did enjoy myself. And next up is elevator action. Now I can't say I knew much about this game outside the title before I got the Super Pocket. I had a bit of fun working my way down the building using different elevators and stairways. It's cool, you can duck enemy shots and jump shots from ducked enemies, and blow the light out to put the world in darkness. I'll definitely need more time to get better with this one, but it definitely seems like simple fun. Now this next one's called Kiki Kaya Kaya. I think that's how you pronounce it. I apologise as per usual if I haven't. Now this is an interesting title. It's kind of a shoot 'em up disguised as a top-down adventure game with you collecting keys and such to pass certain areas. It's definitely a learning experience when it comes to the types of enemies, and a fair few lives lost while working out their blooming patterns. For the half hour or so I played with this, it felt a challenge but was quite enjoyable. It's one of those ones where you just want to keep trying to get to the next section, so you keep coming back for one more go. And next up in the collection is Liquid Kids. Now we're talking. Of course I've been enjoying this a bit on the Super Pocket. It's like a horizontal scrolling parasol stars with the water drops. It's colourful, easy to pick up and learn, and for an arcade game it's not too tricky from the off. And now you can play it on the big screen on the VS and with the stick on the Alpha. I found this one of the most fun on the collections, if I'm honest. And next up we'll have the New Zealand story. Honestly, what's not to love? I always forget how tricky this gets when you're airborne. No. I used to play this around my mates back in the day. She had a disc-based Spectrum, I'm sure, with it on. It was great fun and still is, but definitely harder than I remember. Especially when controlling them air balloons, etc. you can ride. I love that we got inside the well during the boss fight as well. It's just so much fun.
Operation initiated.
And of course next we have Operation Wolf. Again, I have been dabbling on the Super Pocket, but finally it's on the VS and it's mouse compatible. Hurrah! Funny though, I haven't tried the mouse for my quick go on this. It's still blooming fun on the controller though, if a little less accurate. It's just me and my crappy thumbs, isn't it? What's not to love? The audio is as cool as it ever was. It's another easy to pick up and play. I'm excited to play it with the mouse when I'm doing my final review and ranking. If you're not too far in the future. Oh, this net game never gets old.
You have sustained a lethal injury. Sorry, but you are finished here.
And next up we have Raston. Again, already been playing this on the Super Pocket. It's a tricky one. You aren't allowed many hits at all, and occasionally there will be no choice, though timing can avoid a lot. My timing is shit. I will admit I didn't get very far with this one, but it was fun for the half hour I played. It will be interesting to see how well I get at playing this game in time for review, and if that affects my final opinion. Only time will tell, as they say. But for now, it's a fun, tricky platform adventure game. And finally we have Volified. Oh dear, died straight away. Always enjoyed these types of games where you have to try and fill in the screen by drawing lines, and once you've made a complete shape, joining the line up, it fills it in. It gets harder as you play, space gets smaller, you can try to trap enemies within the line, but it's very tricky. This one has cool power-ups. During my time I managed to get a groovy laser gun for a time. This was great fun on the Super Pocket, and of course great fun finally on a bigger screen. And my final initial thoughts. 6 of these games were already on the Super Pocket, leaving only 2 exclusive to this collection. And those 2 aren't probably the most exciting games, but I did have fun with them. And for the remainder, this was still the first time I could play them on the big screen and on the Alpha. And I think and of course 2-player, can't forget that. And I think the gap had been long enough since the Pocket's release that this cart isn't stepping on any toes. Still a bit miffed we don't have Puzzle Bobble, but as I've said in the last video, I am hopeful for at least one more cart in the future. You never know, Puzzle, Parasol and Rainbow could one day be mine. Comparing the 2 carts, and which I prefer, is also a bit tricky. We have New Zealand, Liquid Kids and Operation Wolf here, but over there we have Space Invaders, Bubble Bobble, and I am a bit addicted to Pirate Pete, I can't lie. So it's a good thing you don't have to choose, and especially on the VS or Alpha, they were all there to pick from. A really good mixture of games. I'm really quite happy with both cards, but of course I will let them settle with me before I finally do my review and ranking. Did you guys buy this or the other collection? Any games grab you from the off? Let me know in the comments below. And if you've made it here to the end of the episode, thanks ever so much for joining me. Leave a thumbs up or comment if you'd like. But you know what? I'm just chuffed you poked your head in for a goosey gander. As always, I hope your day is as awesome as you are, my friends. And until next time, be seeing you.